I'd like some creme brulee samples. Try
Hi there, everybody. Hi, welcome to our demo. I'm from the Saskatchewan Egg Producers, and we were really, really happy to have Chef Malcolm Craig, who has, as you can tell from his t-shirt, a wonderful store, Chef Malcolm's Handmade Pies, which is within throwing distance where we are right now, just across the way. No. And we're very happy to have Chef Malcolm. Aside from the fact that he's done all the wonderful treats we're having at our booth, which is just down here, he has done demos for us a number of times and is today going to show us how to do some easy creme brulee, which is something I would love to do at home, but I'm terrified to do. So he's promised to make it easy. And he may be communicating in hand signals while I talk to you. Would you like my mic? No.
Just shout, can I, or do you need to have the mic?
You have mine.
Yeah, is it on? Swap.
Just said, yes, it's no fun if there's no technical glitches, apparently. So. So Chef Malcolm informs me that if we stop partway through his demo, we actually end up with eggnog. So we'll have to make sure we check out what point that happens at. And I'm now stealing his thunder as well.
I mean, eggnog's kind of a win too.
But do you have rum? 'Cause
Right over there.
You have to bring your own rum, I'm afraid, or we need to talk to someone else in the building now.
there's a bar back there. We can get rum.
I don't mind to.
Eggnog's fine.
Since he's cooking and I'm not, I'm going to give him my mic now.
There.
There.
Yay! I'll try not to catch it on fire. What did I do? Oh, there. It must be the apron. Now? No. Yeah, alright, okay. Here we go. So, creme brulee. So basic creme brulee is what we're doing for our demonstration for today for Sask egg. And I got the lovely young Sarah helping me out today with some talkie talks if we find a microphone for her that works. That'll be great. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with our basics. So I've got some 35% cream just heating up in my pan here. I'm not going to bring it to a boil too much. I'm just going to let it kind of simmer, because what I'm going to do with that eventually is I'm going to temper my eggs, which will then make the custard so that we don't overcook the eggs straight away when we start reheating them to cook. All right? First of all, before we do anything, we need to separate our eggs, because we're just going to use the yolks for this. But I wanted to kind of draw attention. I don't know if you can kind of see the color that we got on these eggs, how bright orange they are. And when you first brought these down, or Cam brought these down last week for us to use, the first thing we did was crack into a case and fry a couple up to see if they were as bright as orange as they were last year. And yeah, we weren't disappointed with that. So we're just gently taking off the whites, just gently rock backwards and forwards between the shells. If you don't feel that you can do that, rocking backwards and forwards, there is a quick and easy way, and you just separate out into your fingers like so. All right, and then the same over here.
Oh, and I didn't take a picture of you at all.
So for this recipe, we just use 4 egg yolks.
Really not with it today.
And now I didn't have a towel, did I? Eh,
Paper towel back there.
who needs towels? So we're just going to bind these together. I've got about half a cup, 3/4 of a cup of white sugar in here already. We're just going to bring those together. You don't have to go too vigorously. I know sometimes when we're doing pride of place. Perfect. I'll try not to catch this on fire. Sometimes people will whisk these over hot water to bring everything together. But I want to keep that nice bright color of the yolks going on in here. So I'm not going to do that because the more you whisk over the heat, the paler the egg yolks will get, just from the air that's going into them and the sugar that's being beaten in. So our cream is just coming up to temperature here. I've got my little cheat today because I couldn't find vanilla beans. So we're going just vanilla extract. And much like you, I've gone with the President's choice.
Do you boil the cream? Or no?
I did. I don't scorch it though, but I just bring it up to a boil and then just leave it simmer.
Right, okay.
So we'll whisk in the vanilla into here. And if I could borrow your hands,
You can?
we just,
Am I whisking?
now you're going to hold the bowl for
This
me.
is my debut, I want you to know.
You got the important
Yeah.
job of holding the
Oh.
bowl.
We said it was simple, so, yeah.
So we're just going to add a little bit of cream at a time because we don't want to scald the eggs in there. How's that? Better? Okay, keep holding. We want to bring that temperature up in the yolks gently rather than rapidly, because otherwise we'll end up with very sweet scrambled egg, and that's not what we're looking for today. Okay, so we'll just bring that all in. And once you've got it to where you think the temperature is needed to be, we will now transfer this into here. Start finishing off our custard mix. Now again, not too high a heat on this, because if you go too high then you will end up with that kind of scrambled egg again. Alright, there?
Smells good already.
Yeah, you got that nice
Yeah.
vanilla, the richness of all the eggs and the sugar all coming through. And then we'll just keep mixing this until it starts to thicken. Now once you've got it up to a reasonable temperature here, your eggs pretty much are cooked. At that point, if you wanted to, much like Sarah had said and stole my line about eggnog, you can start adding other ingredients to this, and basically you've got your Christmas drink. All you need then is your rum to go with it, I guess. I don't suppose anyone bought any rum with them, did they? That guy over there? to go with his original 16. Oh, there you go. You could add beer to that.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be later in the evening demo.
Maybe we should have done that. Okay. So after a couple of minutes, you will start to see that thickening. We want to get it. Actually, I can feel it on the bottom of the pot there. I don't know if I can tilt it enough that you can see that. It will actually start to stick to the bottom of that pan, and you'll start to feel that thickness like custard will start to get, but without using bird's custard powder or any colorings, because you've got your egg yolks in there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Beautiful.
And that is basically how you start with creme anglaise, and then you get your eggnog, and then you get brulee. Once your custard has come up to a certain thickness, then you can start pouring that into your molds, and then that's what goes into a water tray, and then baked for 2 or 3 hours on a very low temperature until the custard starts to set and thicken. Once it's reached that set, thickening point, take them out, you leave them cool down, and then you sprinkle them with sugar, and then you get your blowtorch, and that's where all the sparks and magic happens with your brulee. We have some little samples here that we can give out. I only bought 10 because I didn't think there'd be that many people here, so we're pretty close. And instead of, because these are plastic, we're not going to do the brulee part on it, but I've got some little sugar crunch that we can just place on the top so that you can still kind of get the general gist of what a brulee should be to finish off.
I can open them.
Is he gonna make something else?
Well, go ahead.
Let's go ahead. Go ahead.
You can,
Yeah, go ahead.
you can approach. Well,
They just went for spoons. Oh, there's somebody in the back.
there's no jello shots going on here today.
That's tomorrow's demo.
That's Saturday. Like, she did go to the back to get nobody seems to be cracking into
So I just had a question about the color of the yolk and what that's based on, and actually it's based on what the birds have for feed.
Beef fat.
So it's not to do with quality,
Never heard of
it's
that
to do
before.
with what they actually
So what
eat.
does
So
that mean?
grain-fed birds, for example, will have a paler egg. Corn-fed birds, like
Yeah.
is more typical in eastern Canada, will have a darker, more yellow egg, or yolk rather. And then you may have some birds in between.
So
that, for
if you
example,
were
might
doing
have
like a
marigold
savoury
extract in
baked
the feed,
custard
which is
then, it
perfectly
would
natural
be
and give them
more
an orange
kind of
color.
along that way.
But nutritionally or quality-wise, there's no difference. It's literally just
Oh,
a
you
visual
do?
thing. Yeah, yeah.
You have to get me that recipe.
Interesting, because there tends to be an
Absolutely, yeah.
association
I've done
from a
brulees
consumer
with
point of
all
view.
kinds of alcohol,
And so what you'll
vodka,
find
gin.
is that
We've even done them with deer and things like that too. But yeah, you can absolutely do it with instead of using cream,
to make sure that the
use
feed will
Baileys
end up
instead.
with
Do
that
the-
yellow,
but still go through the whole kind of
because there's an
process.
association that they. But
Yeah,
it
just warm
wasn't
everything
true that-
through
no,
and then
I
finish it
kind
all
of
off and
spoke
bake
to
it,
the
and
producer
it's
at
all
one point who
absolutely good to go.
said that for a while they fed their birds peas, fresh peas, and they ended up green.
Want some crunchies here?
So it really is that effective. Yeah, it was interesting. Hey? Yeah, we knew.
This one's usually spoons.
Oh no, they're in one. They're in one.
No,